Uh,
It was hard to convince those girls to do that.
oh, I assumed you literally just videotaped them to do it.
No, I
Didn't even
totally. Yeah, I didn't even ask. I just filmed through their window.
ask.
It's really convenient that she happened to be like that when I was peeking in there.
Of course, we won't talk about the 3 hours you waited for that moment. That doesn't matter.
I'm actually not allowed to until I go to court. I don't know how well this is going to work. It might be too loud here, but what's that? Okay, and then the music's playing and I'm tired now. Hi there. Happy Friday. It's July the 5th, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I've been sent with a message for white rich people. Please shut up. You're only making it worse.
Simple, to the point, and perfect.
I can't believe this goddamn Little Mermaid thing and how far out of control. Have you the latest today? They're not only mad about the black girl being the Little Mermaid. They're mad that people are referring to her as the black girl.
So the people who are calling her out for being black are
Yeah.
mad that people are calling her out for being black.
Why are we calling this lovely African woman a black girl? Well, because she's black, for one thing, and she's 19 years old, so she's still a girl.
Yeah.
I don't see what's wrong. Like, just fucking get something wrong in your life and leave our problems alone. My God, you look so stupid. You just look stupid, bitch. It would be like me and you bitching about like the plight of ugly people. We just don't get it, and we sound bad saying it.
You know what? I'm absolutely convinced that it's all a lie. These people are flat out, they're fake accounts created by parts of the fucking government that are just doing this strictly to keep people on edge, to keep people complacent so they can put laws into place that keep people in control. It's the only thing that makes sense.
You know, you're probably more accurate than we like to admit.
It has to be. I mean, like, there's no way in hell anybody is going to stand up and get, like, vocally pissy about this enough to cause any form of a true phenomenon unless you're doing it specifically to manipulate people. It's the only possible explanation, because there's no way anybody's this fucking angry about this. There's no way anybody cares this deeply about it.
Well, yeah, they're damn good fakers then. That's all I'll say.
Well, like, think about it. Did anybody freak out because Will Smith was black doing a Robin Williams role? It was Will Smith people were more concerned about, not and how he looked, because face it, he looked fucking stupid.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Well, I saw just that picture of him. I don't know how he is. It even out yet?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea.
Care.
But I just saw, like, the same thing. Saw the images. Even Will Smith was saying how fucking that he looked fucking stupid in it.
I really couldn't give a shit. It's Disney. It's supposed to be stupid.
Yeah.
Get over it. It's just my God, why are we able to bitch about Disney? Like, is there not enough going on in the world that we could find to complain about that's real?
No, and that's the problem. Everything's a fucking problem. That's the problem.
It's
frustrating, you know, especially to be able to see just how pointless it all is. Like, it does nothing to help society. Even if you're under the intention of seeing this and saying, okay, you're doing the reverse form of gentrifying a fucking movie by making sure that you have every race included, and get a black person to play what was drawn as a white dolphin chick. Like,
Jesus.
Get over yourself. Nobody cares.
It's
nobody. And if you do, if this is a problem for you, if you're really overly concerned about this, I'm going to revert back to what I always say. Eat a fucking bullet. You're pointless. You're useless to society. Stop. Stop breathing. Stop existing. You're pointless. Stop.
It's the same as when people complain about whitewashing to me, which frankly, I don't care. It's yeah, Hollywood's whitewashing. Yeah, it's a bunch of white actors. Who cares? They made a white version. You could go to Japan and get the Japanese version. Quit whining.
Yeah.
They're
Here's all I gotta say. Do you want to know the difference, though? White people make a comedy movie about airplanes. They come up with fucking the movie Airplane, which is absolute genius. Black people come out with a fucking airplane movie, and it's fucking Soul Plane.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, you know, like...
At the risk of sounding horribly racist, which I kind of am sometimes, I've never found, like, black movies funny. They're always, like, not half-baked. What was the Next Friday and shit like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, they got the two types, right? I mean, like, you got the, like you said, the Friday movies, which are fine to watch once when you're sitting back and just smoking a joint and watching.
No, yeah, only if you smoke pot are those fine.
Yeah, because it doesn't work when you're drinking. It's just not that type of movie. It's either that or you get like Do the Right Thing and the movie I mentioned last night and still can't think of the fucking title of Boys in the Hood.
Well, yeah,
terrible. I still can't believe that.
John Singleton.
So like those, but those movies are amazing. Yeah, like
well, yeah, no, John Singleton made fantastic movies, and I'm not saying black people aren't funny. Lots of black people are funny. It's just the movies suck.
Yeah,
movies that if they're based on like that's what the movie is based around.
Like the blaxploitation movies.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like which are in turn is pretty much just the same version of like the fucking typical cowboy movies that were done in the earlier days, and then everything else that was on TV. Oh fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm glad everybody gets their own shows that they can have, and that everybody gets something that they like. That's appreciative.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's something for everybody. So what the fuck are we whining about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's.
All I gotta say is All in the Family existed.
Sure.
And that was fine. Two racist fucking people that were basically like best friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
And they that show broke down barriers. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Do you know that it was the first TV show to ever have the sound of a toilet flushing?
I think I might have actually known that.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently that was a big fucking deal.
Oh yeah. Well, look when What's His Nuts and Mary Tyler Moore shared a bed, people lost their minds.
Yeah. It's funny, eh?
Those married people sleeping in the same bed. That's crazy.
Can't show that. It's disgusting. They should be in two separate beds.
But yeah, because that all married people they slept in separate beds until then.
Yeah, I guess.
No, they didn't. They even slept together in the Bible. That's why it says flat Earth in it. Because they had
to bring that up, didn't you?
They were looking for a place to do it. That's what the whole chapter is about, you filthy, filthy earthers. Yeah, I had to bring it up. Whatever, why not? Those guys are getting on my nerves again. They're getting worse. I'm in a new group.
And they're all shitty about things. Now, what's the personality style like? Are these guys more combative? Or do they have anything that would resemble something better than, well, the Bible told me so?
No.
So
no, absolutely not. That's all that everything is based on.
Aren't there some that had that? Is the only way to believe in flat Earth is to believe in God?
No, apparently there are ones that don't. There are those that aren't religious about it. They just think that NASA's full of liars and everything's a big conspiracy. And there's like Anunnaki type people. They believe a whole different fucking version of it. I don't understand. Like, you get down to the thing where, like, Australia doesn't exist. Like,
yeah, that's just, I mean...
Like, everyone in Whistler's lying? Shut up. It's stupid.
It just makes no sense.
And I think under their model, I'm not sure how tectonic movement occurs or operates in a flat Earth model. I haven't looked into that. But it was going fucking crazy this weekend, so... Excuse me, I yawned a bit.
Yeah, I heard that California got hit with like a 6.4 or something.
California, if you're talking about Prince George, California.
You guys got hit by one too?
Prince George, 6.2.
Oh shit!
And 32 hours before that, a 5.6, and a 4.5, and a 4.6, all around the Haida Gwaii area.
Wow.
All this, yeah, man. It's warming up
feel
for
it-
the big show.
So, did you feel it where you were or no?
Not a
Is that
thing.
far away? No. Okay.
Not even close. And it was apparently one of the shallower ones. There's no tsunami warning or anything, but
No. No, because Prince George is not only north, but it's like inland more, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like it's pretty far inland.
It's getting scary though. It's happening. It's getting ready. It's gearing up. That's just the opening acts. The headliner is going to hit the stage soon, and it's going to be fun.
I am definitely, it's going to be interesting to watch.
I don't know if I want to be here.
I still say that one of the safest places you could be is in North Vancouver.
Oh, definitely.
Lonsdale area between 13th and 22nd. 13th and 22nd. The reason I say that is because between 13th and 22nd, you're past the steep part of that hill, which means you got a giant breaker wall there, which is great. And then between that and if somewhere, if like say a mountain were to spew fucking lava and behind, say Grouse Mountain fucking lit up, if that lit up, it comes down, it's got that entire highway it's going to drop and funnel the lava into.
Hopefully.
So you got a safety ground between the two.
You'd think.
Perfect.
I think the highway is pretty much going to be the divider, and then that'll all be waterfront property. So
yeah, eventually, yeah.
If you can buy up in Lynn Valley, now's the time to do it.
Yep. Yeah, but I remember because when I was living around that area, I was scoping that out and taking a look and going, you know what? This here, if you're going to be living out in BC and you want to have your best chance of survival, I think that is your number one best chance.
I think every flat earther who wants to survive should go hang out in Richmond. I hear it's the safest place to be.
Why Richmond?
Because it's going to sink. Shut up.
You know what? That's right. I do remember people saying that when if anything went, that'd be the first place to go. People actually make it sound like that. It's not just going to be a natural, like a phenomenon like that, but they just think that just one day it's just going to, that the earth is just going to say, fuck Richmond.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's down now the end.
I think that's the whole reason they built that big airport in Abbotsford.
It's just in preparation.
Hang on, I'm going to pause this for a second. There's a fight outside, and it's really funny.
Cool. Right on.
Sorry, just two guys fighting. I love watching that. Yeah, so another one that really got me today that was awesome, a kidnapper in Burnaby. Apparently there's some big kidnapping that I didn't hear about.
Oh, no shit.
Cops burst into this place. Kidnapper tried to flee off the 11th floor balcony.
Oh,
so he's awaiting arrest in hospital. What the hell?
Run away now, motherfucker.
Apparently 3 of them were able to drop down to other floors, and he was not.
He did, just much faster than the others.
He just skipped all
a much more direct way. You know,
funny.
When you say that, it's funny when you tell that story. It always makes me remind me of there's an episode of Cops years ago, and they were going after this tiny Asian dude who was completely fucked on PCP. And they chased him up into a parking garage. He gets 5 fucking floors up in a parking garage, climbs out on the fucking balcony on the edge, and fucking jumps. Lands on his fucking feet. His legs shatter, right? Like breaks the bones. He stands up and keeps running. These cops, like 7 of them, jump on top of him, pin him down. You think, all right, cool, this motherfucker's caught now. No. Like a fucking wrestling move. He just literally all of a sudden the bodies fly off. He stands up and goes, ah! And then takes off running. And as he's running, he's literally shrinking in height as his bones are shattering in his legs.
Oh my God.
It was incredible to fucking watch. I remember just being absolutely fucking blown away watching this. I'm like, oh my god, like this is what PCP is. I'm like, this is insane. I'm never doing that drug. And then like literally like maybe like 5 years later, I tried PCP.
Yeah, I remember a guy here who they tased him like 12 times. He just kept pulling it out and laughing at them.
That's amazing.
PCP.
How do you have like an immunity? Like, it's not like a weird allergy. How do you have an immunity to?
I don't know.
1,000 volts. Like, how is that possible?
I don't know what PCP does to you, but I'm gonna not try it.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. PCP. Oh man, how do I talk about this without trying to glorify it? I know. It is.
We are in no way glorifying drugs, by the way.
No, I'm not glorifying. Trust me, I'm telling you, it is a fucking dangerous drug. Do not do it. But the feeling of power, literally unlimited power and euphoria and freeness of the mind, in that sense that there is nothing. If you have any form of any thought, which you will have, you will just be able to. You'll just do it. I'm standing in fucking Ontario. I'm gonna run to Seattle. Bam! I'm fucking on my. I'm already left.
Yeah, that's the absolute last thing I need, because I already feel like that most of the time. So
just that with a tremendous amount of strength. Like you feel nothing. It's like you feel nothing but I don't know, euphoria rush.
Absolutely the worst.
No pain.
Worst idea for me ever. I'll definitely be staying away from that.
I found out that because I mean I pretty much done everything at that in my life at this stage, but that one there that's a true fucking addiction for me. I can't touch it. I woke up after a weekend of smoking fucking PCP laced weed. 3 days of smoking just 7 grams of fucking heavily laced PCP fucking weed. And I woke up on the Sunday morning and I was literally sucking on the t-shirt from the night before because it smelled like it.
That's terrible.
Isn't that insane? I realized like when I sort of came to from it sitting there, because I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get some more of this? And I realized the panic. And as soon as I felt and noticed that panic, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I immediately called my buddy Gosling. I'm like, if I ever ask you for more of that again, you never give it to me.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'm done. Don't ever fucking do it again. Thank you for the experience. It was a lot of fucking fun, but no. I got a whole bunch of people real fucked up for a weekend. Speaking of everywhere with that.
Speaking of things I've never tried, I just joined a vegan Facebook group, so we'll see how that goes.
You're man. I mean, the flat earthers are just retarded, but to join the vegan one, man.
I love to troll. I love trolling.
Oh, you got to set up like a separate, like a fake profile to do it, so it's not necessarily your face.
That would be a good idea. But no, I did, and I am. It's me. I'm just out there. That's it's not like I'm gonna hide who I am, and I'm not gonna be mean to people. I don't lie per se to get into these groups.
So in other words, you said that you do eat vegetarian dishes. I have eaten one. It was a mango.
I've eaten fruit and vegetables. Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Do I think eating meat is wrong? I'm really of no opinion. I've never given it that much thought. I just do it a lot.
You know what I just thought of?
No, I don't.
Think about this. Green
How
pepper.
would I? That's a silly question.
That's a good question. Yeah, it is a silly question. Green peppers.
Yeah.
All those seeds that are inside those.
Those are little baby peppers?
Those are babies.
Yep.
They're killing. It's a mother.
Right?
An innocent mother. And just throwing the babies away. Or even better, burying them alive.
The hottest cop I've ever seen in my life just pulled up to break up this fight. Which is still going on, by the way. It's just so boring. I stopped commenting on it. But she is magnificent.
Wow.
God bless the VPD.
See if you can get her for an interview.
I wish I could. I'm all kind of tangled up here. That's a good idea. I've actually thought about approaching them a couple of times to get some media person on with us. Because I've got a lot of questions. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially in light of big changes happening in governments and things, and me trying to start up that website that'll be involved with the downtown East Side Street Market, which is probably going to annoy them quite a bit.
What I would like to know is, well, not necessarily. Let me rephrase that. The major issue I see is that if any cop were to discuss their feelings while in uniform, independently of what they thought of government or something like that, I have a feeling they would end up getting fired for it if they were to do it publicly.
Well, that's why they have a media person, and only that media person is allowed to talk to you. That's why it's always the same dude on the news.
That's so. I mean, it's understandable. It's a smart thing
almost
to do.
all businesses have a media person like that.
Yeah.
Bed Bath & Beyond had one. Every business that has some sort of media presence, and I'm sure it's even more so now with the social media aspect of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They just bring the fight inside?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's gonna make it better.
Oh yeah, and all surrounding me.
Is the cop there?
No, they drove away.
Ah.
They don't really tend to hang around when it's just two ghetto dudes beating on each other.
I just back off and.
Just give me 1 sec here. I'll cut this out in a minute. I'm just sending. I just gotta. Sorry, just things kind of fell apart there for a second. So I'm surrounded by people.
Kind of makes you feel a little uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sorry. It'll just be a sec. It's just I can't really hear much anyway. It was scary.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yeah, like 7.
Oh, I'm so happy I'm not there right now.
Change that subject right away.
Oh, man, that's fucking funny. Oh, shit. Oh, well, at least they weren't there for the earlier part of the conversation.
Yeah, no, they were. That's why I shut up.
They were there. Oh,
that's why I changed the subject so quickly.
Oh, that's so funny. I was like, funny.
Let's get off this. I'm not saying they're not funny. I love them. They're the best. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a racist pig. What the fuck's the matter with you? That's it. You're off the show.
Something about me being stupid real quick here. Just change the subject. Just change the goddamn subject. It's good thing I don't have speakers. If I had speakers, they could hear both sides of the conversation. I totally could have talked.
That would have been so bad.
Would have been great. I put my life on the line for this show all the time.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
That's so perfect.
It's not a big Tim Hortons. There's nowhere to hide.
That's fucking great.
There's only 3 tables with power, and they're all occupied. So, and it derailed everything a little bit, but
yeah.
I'll get back to it in a sec. I can what can I chat about right now?
I have no idea what's going on in politics, so I have no idea right now.
Yeah, everything's quiet right now. It's the calm before the storm, right? Because everyone's gearing up for campaign season. So things always get real quiet right now. Like Parliament's out for the summer, and they're preparing for their campaign. All 3 parties, all 3 major parties have commissioned planes. They've chartered planes for the entire 50 days.
Oh, great.
So they're going to be jet setting all over the country. The Greens said they might get a bus. They might.
Well, and that's just it. That's why the Green is smarter.
But Pretty funny.
I actually thought a pretty funny conversation somewhat about that. It was a anti-Trudeau post, and one of the comments or any one person again actually said the excuse of, well, it's not like there's anybody else you can fucking vote for. And one guy piped in and is like, look, you do understand that it's not a two-party system. You can vote independent, you can vote for the NDP, you can vote for the Green Party.
You can vote for Eric and Gord?
You can vote for Eric and Gord, you can vote for whoever you want. And what was really funny was a guy had pointed out, just pointed that out, like, so you don't just have to vote for them, you can vote for others. And the same chick comments back, and some other girl comments back, and they're like, yeah, but you're literally just sort of throwing your vote away because, they don't have a chance of winning. It's like, yeah, but they don't have a chance of winning because you keep saying that and you refuse to vote for them.
Well, yeah.
If you all just turn around and just say, you know what, I'm sick of the Liberals and the Conservatives constantly fucking it up. The NDP basically fucked it up while they were in. So then let's just put somebody else in. Let's see how they do, because nobody is going to do worse than what's happening.
No,
the country's not going to implode. The country's not going to fall apart. So just do something fucking smart about it and just throw somebody different in.
If so many people think it will, though, number one, they think you're going to split the vote and end up with a minority, which is definitely the most reasonable thing to be afraid of. That's what happens.
Yeah, but
so that just forces more and more elections, which nobody wants.
But that's just it. But here's how this could play out much differently this time. If you've got the situation where you've got, okay, so they have whatever you called it. I've already wasn't paying attention to much of the details. The minority government. If you have that, and they have to do the revote, what that just proved to all the other people that didn't vote for one of the other parties because they just vote for Liberal Conservative because that's all they're ever sort of told to vote for. If those people can still go, holy shit. So if I swing my vote the other way this time, that puts them as a majority. This could actually work.
That's what I keep trying to say. And that's what I've been saying for years now, trying to push people into doing it. Nobody will. But if you could get enough people to do anything, you affect change. That's how change happens.
Yeah, but nowadays, the sad thing is nowadays you can't use logic. You literally have to manipulate them to do it. People aren't smart enough to make their own decision and to figure it out for themselves. So you literally have to manipulate them to do it. And that's the problem, because that means you can't go about it honestly.
No,
They're not smart enough to handle it honestly.
And unfortunately, it's expensive. It takes a lot of money to be able to manipulate, as well as the Conservative Party is going to this year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just it's difficult to do. If I had a bunch of money, I'd run federally. I mean, it's $50,000 to even run for leadership of the party. So at that point, the majority of us can't. And that's why independent parties pop up. Well, that's not the only reason, but that's part of the reason. But it's difficult. It's really hard to convince people to. I don't know why anymore, because it never used to be. That people used to change things all the time.
It's because of how the media is controlled. It's all because of how the media is controlled. The media is only liberal conservative. There's no Green Party media. There's no, they're only part of one party or the other. So therefore, that's why the only way to get interviewed is through the independent places, and they will take any independent they want. I'm sure if we wanted to go out and interview any one of the fucking candidates, say, hey, look, we got a podcast. Would you want to come on the podcast and talk about whatever you do? I'm sure they'd just say, yeah, I'll take anything. Sure, I'm in.
Absolutely. Kennedy Stewart was all over it, and very gracious interview.
Yeah.
Hasn't done shit since, but whatever. He's busy. It's a tough city to govern. I know. But yeah, I will talk to as many as I can. Of course, they're all going to descend here in August for our Pride Week.
When is that? I thought it was the same day.
August 4th or something like that is ours. The actual day, I don't know, some Sunday in August anyway, right near the front. But I know Trudeau will be there. He always is. If you remember on the podcast last year, I was very disappointed that he didn't call when he was in town.
Yeah, I do remember that. That's right. I remember.
Andrew Scheer definitely won't be because he's refusing to appear in any Pride festivities anywhere. Because he thinks it's filthy and wrong.
Lovely.
And
Yeah.
but yeah, they'll all be here for that. And that's usually around the date when things will start kicking off because they're only allowed 50 days to campaign. That's the rules in Canada. It can't be like in the States where the day after you're elected you start campaigning for your next election.
That's all Trump's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny. I found an old ad of ours, an old logo of ours with the "Make America Great Again" hat.
Yeah.
I just found it. It was Eric and Gord, but it's his "Make America Great Again," and it's just, I don't know. It's cool. Good old logo I found. Dusted it off for election season.
That's nice.
I love the guy. He's got it. I want to get my hands on it. It is that exact hat, but instead of saying "Make America Great," it just says "Made You Look." Awesome.
That is spectacular. That's really well done.
Makes me laugh every time I see it.
Agent.
Thank God everyone's finally cleared out. I was scared for my life there. I'm free now. That was scary.
I'm free. The shackles have been lifted.
It was 4 scary men I don't know and one that I do and I don't like. So
that's not fun.
It's a bad combination, and they all seem to like him, and I don't.
Yeah,
he's a bad dude. He's the one who recommended that I move into that house that worked out so well a couple months back.
Oh, really?
Not real happy with him.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My life is funny. What else is funny? You know, I forgot to bring this up right off the front. Sorry, this has been such a babbly, stupid episode, but I gotta say thank you, Jake in Van. Long-time fan and kind of a guru to me, really.
And first place winner.
And winner of our contest, and probably I'm sure we have some amazing logo in the pipeline.
I bet you if he knows about the contest, he's going to be wetting himself for another guitar. So
yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah.
But he sent me some footage, educating me on Mark Knopfler's prowess, and I appreciate.
Oh, I saw that.
I always like being corrected. Not corrected, but you just further educated, we'll say.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a good one. That's a great little
I love it. He never misses an opportunity to call me out on my shit. I love it. I wish more people would, and I want everybody to start doing that. And a real good way to do it, kids, is right on our Facebook page. Eric and Gord, I think it's at Eric and Gord is our Facebook page, and feel free to reach out to us there. It's easier than email, if that's your problem. Although if it's not, you can go to ericgord.com and leave a voice message for us there. Up to 10 minutes, you can talk to us. Just say whatever you want. Be like Jake. Call me out if you disagree with something I'm saying. Let me know. It won't change anything, but I'm always glad to hear your opinions.
Again, at least you're honest.
Yeah, so we need more people to get involved. Like we've got our 2 or 3 real diehards, and the rest just aren't. So feel free, dive in. There's 7,000 of you. Surely you got something to say.
See, you get the 3 or 4 diehards that'll actually talk about the show. What do I get? I get a chick who calls me fat.
Yeah. But at least she calls you.
Yeah, I guess I gotta be thankful. Oh, that's terrible. Funny.
I actually got stopped on the street today by a guy saying we're doing a good job. So,
no, nice. That's awesome.
Not someone I know real well, just a guy that a long time ago I said, listen to the show, and he said, I will. It's great when you can run into people who know what podcasts are and they're into them beforehand, because then, oh, you have one of those. I'd love to listen to that. Instead of what's a podcast? I don't like the sounds of that.
Yeah. Why do I want to listen to something where a bunch of people just talk?
Yeah, do I have to have a pod? Like, what? Yeah, but then they'll go watch, like, fucking Judge Judy or something. Or whatever. Gotta have full fucking Dr. Phil or some other crap thing where it's just people talking. Podcast? That's just people talking. That's stupid. I'm going to watch Ellen.
Right.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah, I can see that huge difference there.
Oh, my God, people disturb. And people, what's a podcast? I don't know what about. Who are you? What cave have you been living in that you haven't heard of these things?
Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. I understand somebody saying I haven't listened to one, but for somebody to say that they don't know what one is, that's just you're just dumb.
Or you're lying. Most people are lying.
Yeah, that have to be.
Like when people say they can't figure out how to use them. I don't know how that works. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You operate a car every day.
Yeah.
Like, don't lie to me. Just don't lie.
You operate a car. You own a cell phone. You have an email account. Trust me, you know how to use it.
I'm in, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 podcast Facebook groups. People have heard of them, apparently. And all these groups are the same. They're great. They're all the same.
I mean, you have over 700,000 podcasts. Tell me you've not heard of them.
And you've never
There's less TV shows.
There is, and they have actually a better success rate than TV shows.
Well, that's not surprising. Nobody watches. I mean, everything's about streaming instead of like you can't just watch an episode and wait a week nowadays. Now it's just, they just have to release the entire season at once, basically, so you can binge watch it.
I got addicted, and it's not because I wasn't streaming, but I was going to the library and getting full seasons of TV shows, and I got this is the way to do it. I watched all of Seinfeld in like 4 days.
Yeah. That's just it.
Did it with every TV show at the library. But the really annoying thing about doing it that way was there's one guy who was getting all the same shit as me, and he was always like a day ahead of me.
Yeah.
I know it was just one dude. It was just, I think he was doing it on purpose after a while because he'd always have like the one that I needed.
That's funny.
That'd be cool if you could figure out a way to do that on Netflix just to fuck with people. But
yeah, I know a girl that does that. They were renting. Getting it from the library, Supernatural.
Yeah, it's a wicked idea.
They're doing that one through the library, which I thought was great too. Because the funny thing with me is I'm just I'm a blunt force of stupidity myself some days. So when I'm just like, oh yeah, you like that? So I'll just go to the Walmart. I'm like, here's the next 3 seasons. Let's buy it for you. Here you go. now you got it. It's like, oh my god. Now you can watch it whenever you want. There you go.
Supernatural. That's an interesting one to me because that's one that I forget that exists, but it's been on TV forever.
Yeah, they're on like season 15 or something.
Yeah, it's been. I remember in 2008 purposely not watching it because my roommate liked it so much.
Yeah, I had a I'm not sure if I should call her by name, but the girl I dated when I was out in BC, she was one who got me hooked onto that show. Because I still remember like the very first few episodes. I remember even making a comment going, "Okay, look, I am all up for trying and watching anything, but this is just fucking stupid." She goes, "Trust me, it does get better." And then once they really start nailing the two main characters down a little bit, and they start really getting into their personality styles, it ended up being like, I mean, literally, I could probably say there's only one episode I fucking hate it.
Yeah, you're never going to get me on board with Jared Padalecki ever. No, he broke Rory Gilmore's heart, and I'll never forgive him.
But it's Moose.
And you know what? I'm so deeply embedded in hating that show and I've never seen it. I've just decided I hate it, and I've fought adamantly so many people on this that I can't give it up now. I can't do that 180.
You're too deep into it.
I really am. I've never even seen an episode. I don't. They got like a nice car, and I like the one dude actually. But no, I'm just not. Now I can't.
Jensen Henkels or whatever the fuck his name is.
It's like there's just things I won't do just because I won't. Just because no. Yeah. I can do that. Just because no. It's
it's funny. You know when you get like if when you're in a relationship, it's like I'm gonna watch this for this person, even though I hate it. I did that for well, I mean every guy does. Every good guy does.
That's true. And I lie about it too. I'm so good. I will lie straight to your face and say, I love that. Thank you for showing that to me.
See, I can't. If I like it, fantastic. If I don't, no, you'll know about it. I mean, like I won't like sit there and bitch the whole time, but I ended up getting sucked into watching General fucking Hospital.
I got pretty hooked on that.
Soap opera. Yeah, I got hooked on that.
But that was years ago. That was way back when Sonny was the mobster and they had the record company and shit.
Right? Yeah, exactly. See, that's when I liked it too. Sonny and his original wife. I can't think of it.
The chick that she went on to Las Vegas?
Yeah, because that was
Yeah.
Carly, and then she ended up leaving the show, and then she came back, but not as Carly, as somebody else, and the girl
Right.
playing Carly was just ruined it, and that was just it. The show.
I love it when they do that.
Uh-huh.
They did that with there was one girl. I can't remember. It was on a different one anyway. I watched them a lot. I lived with my mom. Shut up.
No, I did that for my girlfriend for a few years, and
They always do that. Not only will actors come back, but characters will just come back. Like,
yeah, it's just it's
but I
insane.
thought you were dead. I watched you die. Yeah, no, I didn't. I'm back. Oh, okay, cool.
Awesome. I was cryogenically frozen instead, and they cured me.
I think that's what a lot of the problems that are going on in the world are because those don't exist anymore. They're all gone off the air now.
I'm not going to say that's a bad thing.
I think it is. I think crazy white women have too much time on their hands now, and they're not they're focusing on shit that's not their business when they should just be focusing on like who Erica Kane is marrying or whatever the fuck. What Robin Scorpio was up to. She's like exactly my age too. I liked her.
Who's that?
Robin Scorpio. She was on. She was she was involved with Sonny a little bit. She's like, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember
her parents like ran General Hospital when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't watch it that intently. I was pretty much only watching for Sonny.
Yeah. So. No, I didn't. I wasn't like watching intently. It was just on TV, and I was a fat kid, so I had to watch what was on the TV. There was nothing else to do.
No, that's true.
And that was like sometimes I had to watch my mom's stuff. Most of the time she was pretty cool, but yeah, it was mostly her stuff.
That's funny.
And
I
then
remember when he ended up losing his mind and he ended up becoming his character for a while.
Really?
You didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, the guy the actual actor got so lost into the role that he ended up basically becoming Sonny.
That's dumb.
Yeah, doing drugs, drinking. Like he was legit. He just became his character. He got lost in the character, and he literally didn't know who he was. His wife left him. His wife and kids left him. It was insane. He got off the show for like a couple of years and cleaned himself up and went through intense mental therapy to get him back to.
I could see them having issues with that. Like Eric Braeden, who I guarantee I'm named after. I know people tell different stories about that, but I think I'm named after Eric Braeden. That's why I'm Eric Brennan. He's Victor on Young and the Restless.
Oh, okay.
It just seems a little too coincidental.
Yeah.
Our names are just a little too close. It bugs me.
Yeah.
And my mom's obsessed with him. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make. He's been on that show like for my whole life. Like so like 40 years he was that guy, right? So for like 40 years you're for like 8 hours a day or longer, you're this one dude. Yeah. And then you go home and you're not really anybody, and then all of a sudden you're this rich, powerful dude. Like I could see it messing with your head after 40 years. Like
absolutely.
If you're kind of retarded and you don't realize you're on a TV show set every day with lights,
but not only that, but also got to figure
you.
As it goes on, you get paid more.
Yeah.
Good money. Then you start. Now you can actually live that life, and having that separation, I can see it being tough.
But you still know,
especially if you're like a method actor.
You still know when there's cameras on you and when there isn't. Like you have to, or you're dumb.
Yeah, but again, think about like if they become like a method actor. See, I think that'd be my problem. If I were to ever actually do a movie, I would end up having to be one of those fucking method actors.
Yeah,
I'd be that guy that becomes the role.
Yeah, well, then that's not acting. That's not method. Method actors aren't actors. They just become the thing. That's not acting. That's being. It takes all the acting out of it. I think it's
I don't know. Like, look at somebody like Daniel Day-Lewis. The guy's only done like 5 movies.
Yeah.
And each one is absolutely amazing.
Gangs of New York's a piece of crap. I'll fight you to death on that.
Fuck you. I will fight you to the death. That was one of my favorite movies. That movie is awesome.
This could end our podcast.
No. Fuck you. No, I will convince you otherwise. It is a great movie. Yeah,
it's got 2 dudes I really don't like. Daniel Day-Lewis and Cameron Diaz.
I'm not a fan of Cameron Diaz. I openly admit that, and this is why I say
I liked him in The Mask, and that was the last thing I liked him in. No, I kind of liked him in Vanilla Sky. I'm the only one on earth that likes Vanilla Sky, by the way.
I've never seen the whole movie.
I really like it. Kurt Russell's great in it. Anyway, yeah, Cameron Diaz, don't like that guy.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was stupid. It was hokey. It was even like what's his name? Who's really good as the cop was bad. The gangs were unconvincing. I didn't like it. I don't know. And it's Scorsese too. That's disappointing.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. No, I love that movie. I had when I was in BC, there's one of the girls we worked with, Vanessa. Sweet girl. She was sick one night. Had a cold, and she was all bummed out. I'm like, so, what are you doing? She's like, I'm bummed out. I want to do this. I'm like, well, how about I'll. She said, you want some company? I said, I'll come over. I'll bring a couple of movies over. I said, we'll hang out. I'll bring you some soup and, whatever. We'll just hang out for a bit. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, why not? I said, because she bailed me out because one night I got locked out of my fucking apartment. And my roommate, the one time my roommate went to bed fucking early, because he was always up until like 1 or 2 in the morning. And that fucking night he went to bed at like fucking 9 o'clock. And they didn't hear the phone ringing or anything. So I got locked out of my apartment. So I ended up texting Vanessa one night. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? She goes, nothing. She goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I am sitting in McDonald's. I have nowhere to go tonight because I'm locked out of my apartment. She goes, well, fuck. She goes, I'll come pick you up. Go stay at my place. I'm like, really? So I did. So I went over and I crashed at her place for the night. It was awesome. I really appreciate it.
If you ever get to see, there's a British show called Black Books, one of the funniest shows ever made. There's one episode where the main character gets locked out of his apartment for the night. And it's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen on television.
What's it called?
Black Books.
Black Books. Okay. Yeah, no, obviously I've never seen it.
It's Bernard Black, and he owns a bookstore. It's a British show. And he gets locked out for the night. And he has to, like, it's raining, and he has to figure out what to do. So he, like, gets a job at a burger place. It doesn't work out. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny anyway. I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but, because it's only like 25 years old or something like that.
Yeah. It's a new one.
He's the one who goes, I actually steal one of his lines because someone says to him, you're so old, I bet you don't even know what Pokemon is. He goes, it's pronounced Pac-Man. I know so Pac-Man. That's awesome.
So perfect. I really like that.
Yeah. So Gangs of New York was not good, and it was cartoony and dumb. So that'll be enough about that now.
Cartoony, really, with all the violence in it.
It just seemed cartoony. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch it again.
I don't know. I love that movie.
I could, you know what? That's one I'll watch again just for you.
I would appreciate that effort because I do really enjoy it.
It's not one of those I'll never watch it again. I'd rather stab myself in the eyes kind of movies. I do have one of those. I think I've only seen it once, to be honest. Maybe twice. Probably not. I think only once. Anybody who wants to disagree with me, let me know. Let me know what you think about Daniel Day-Lewis. I think he's an overrated piece of crap, but I really do. I liked The Last of the Mohicans. I thought that was great.
Did you see There Will Be Blood?
I did.
That was an intense movie.
It was more like there will be nothing happening for the first 3 hours, and then a guy will get hurt at the end. That's what they should have called it. There will be boredom.
There's no denying. It is a very slow-paced movie, but like the mindset of like what it was like back then when one particular person has that dominating vision and power that, just I don't know. I think his performances I find very powerful.
The dude, the I guess you'd call him the antagonist, whatever, the one who bites it at the end.
Yeah.
Bolt pin. That's a creepy dude. That's a hell of an actor, that kid. I don't like him at all. He scares the crap out of me. I bet he's probably nothing like that ever in real life. I don't know, but it just that he scares me. He's like Children of the Corn scary, that guy.
Malachi.
Yeah. But real. And it's not, I don't mean the character. I mean like his performance as the actor. He's scary.
Yeah.
And Daniel Day-Lewis was good in that movie. I'll give him credit. It was all right. It was just it's hard to be bad. All you're doing is just oil rigging.
Treat your kid like shit and oil rigging.
I couldn't do it.
I always, you know, it's funny when you talk about that. Like, I understand what you're saying. Mark Wahlberg, up and down actor. He's done some good stuff. He's done some shitty shit. But the one early movie he did, Fear.
Oh Jesus!
I cannot watch that movie again.
You know what? I swear
it's not because it's a bad movie. It's because his character bothered me so much because I hate that fucking guy so much. That type of personality guy.
I swear to God. When he carved Nicole for Eva into his chest, I couldn't figure out who the fuck Eva was, and I didn't know what that meant. And it's because he cuts her name, and it's Nicole for Eva. And I thought it was Nicole for Eva, and I was like, "What the fuck's Eva? Did I miss something? Who's Eva? What's going on?" Like I'm that stupid sometimes. I swear that's just true. I was like, "Who the fuck is Eva? What did I miss?"
That's hilarious.
It was that killed it for me, but it's pretty. I mean, come on, no one's fighting that hard for Reese Witherspoon. Come on,
no.
Sure.
Which Cover comes to the X movie, Cruel Intentions.
Oh my God, one of my all-time favorites.
Right.
Forever, everyone is great in that movie. I love Ryan Felipe. I've always liked that kid. But that's the reason, that movie. And what's her nuts? The brunette. She's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, she is absolutely amazing in that
not
movie.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's what's the other one? I can't remember her name. She's really good in everything she does.
Liv Tyler?
No. The little young one in that one. I forget her name. It wasn't Liv Tyler. It's gonna drive me nuts now. She's a fantastic actor. She's great in everything. She's actually really funny. She did a comedy with Kelly Bundy and someone. Anyway,
to give up fucking score, get her name right now.
I think it was Cameron Diaz again.
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair, thank you.
There you go.
She is fantastic.
Yeah,
that is a remake actually of a really weird old movie with Glenn Close and John Malkovich.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
What the hell is it called? Stupid French name. Can't think of it now. It's a great movie, though. What's the French one? God damn it. I can't think of it. This is where kids don't drink and do drugs when you're young, because this is what your memory ends up with when you're 40.
Right?
Doesn't matter. It's not important. It's a great movie, though. Cruel Intentions. If you guys have never seen it, that's what movies are supposed to be. And I don't know why they've dropped the ball so far in 20 years that they can't make a movie like that anymore. But that's what high school movies are supposed to be like.
You know, it's actually based off of a book that was written called Les Liaisons Dangereuses. Written by Creer. Yeah, no problem. Written by Pierre Calderos de Lacos in 1782.
Yes.
Set among wealthy teenagers attending high school in New York City instead of 18th century France.
Yeah, and the original Dangerous Liaisons is 18th century France, and it's all stupid and poofy and white wigs and dumb French crap. But the remake, did they ever do a hell of a job on it? Good music in that too.
Yeah, well, the main song from that, which is that Bittersweet Symphony.
Yeah, he just got that. He just finally won that day. He got all.
Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah. Finally.
Thank God, Richard Ashcroft. Every penny he deserves.
Oh, that was amazing. That deal was awesome because when they were, because it's got the clip from the Rolling Stones in it, and when they went to the manager and said, "Look, we want to use this, and this is how we want to write the song," and they're like, "Yeah, no, because if you're using a clip from the Stones, the guy who owns all the Stones or is in charge of all that, he's notorious for always saying no.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not using it. Nope, you're not doing it. No, you're not doing it." So they approached, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards ended up making a contract saying, "Okay, but you got to split the proceeds from this with Mick and fucking what's his name?" And he's like, they're thinking, "Cool, yeah, we'll split 50% of the band, 50% for them. That's cool. Well, we'll do that." No, really, when he said split, he meant you're splitting it. Fucking Keith gets 50 and Mick gets the other 50.
Yeah.
They just got hosed. So every time that song's gotten played, the band never got a dime for it.
I know. And there was a time when that's all you could hear was that song. I don't think any radio station played another song for about 5 years.
It was like the new Stairway to Heaven.
And it's on every compilation CD. It's just everywhere. And
every station plays it.
He's had such shit luck over his career, and he's such a talented guy.
Yeah.
His whole band walked out on him one time, like at Wembley. I don't know if it was Wembley, but it was like Wembley. They just didn't show up, and he just went out and did an acoustic set in front of like 50,000 people.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Because he's like one of those big show must go on kind of guys. He's super talented. If you ever come across his solo albums, they're fantastic.
Oh shit, eh?
Sorry, I know that went way off base. I'm just such a big fan, and it's just so perfect when it comes bumping in at the end of that movie when he.
Yeah, no, it's true.
When Reese Witherspoon's handed out the diary.
The diary, yeah.
And just so great. Everything about that. That's it.
Yeah.
That could be one of the top 10 of my top 10 favorite movies.
Yep, I understand.
That could definitely be one of them. Because anything if something's bad, you want to make it good, throw Sarah Michelle Gellar in it. That's all it takes for me.
Yeah. What's funny is I'm not even a big fan of hers. Really. But
I'd pay theater money to watch her read a newspaper. Like, just, I don't care, whatever.
Read me the New York Times, Sarah. Read me the New York Times.
She made those god-awful Scooby-Doo movies tolerable.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
She didn't.
Yeah, I just never liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I just was never into the show. I never liked it.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I suffered through it.
My bag.
You know what pissed me off about that show was when I found out Spike wasn't British and he had brown hair. Holy crap, was I mad. He's just any old American brown-haired dude. Screw you, Spike, you liar.
That's kind of funny.
And I'm totally that guy who calls people out all the time. Like, how did you not know he's British? Everyone knows he's British. Like House. I went off about House all the time. Everybody knows he's British. You're so stupid. I had no idea about Spike, and I fucking hate him now.
Poser bastard.
Yeah. But it's okay.
That's funny.
But House, no, I was just like, I called everybody out on that because nobody knew House was British. I'm like, how do you not know who Hugh Laurie is? Like,
yeah, he's British.
Go back and bitch about the Little Mermaid, retard.
Yeah, right, exactly. And as I always say, eat a fucking bullet.
I have no idea what we're talking about. If you have any idea what we're talking about, let me know. Eric at ericgord.com, Gord at ericgord.com. We went off the path there a little bit.
Yes, we did.
This is Daniel. This is what Daniel Day-Lewis does to people.
See, he makes us method podcasters.
I wish there was a method to my podcast sometimes. And I wish I had a logo, and I need you guys to design that logo for me because I'm way too busy and my computer sucks. So come up with your best ideas for a logo for me and Gord, or pick one of the ones that I've already designed. You can get them on Facebook or at ericandgord.com. And we're all going to vote on our favorite, and if it happens to be yours, you're going to get a Washburn Flying V fucking Anarchy amazing guitar, and I'm going to hate you and probably try to steal it before you get it.
Well, it is going to you first, so.
Yeah. And then that just suddenly got lost in the mail. Sorry, here's your nail clippers.
Next best thing.
No, I'm not going to steal.
You know what you should do, by the way? You specifically should reach out to that Tara chick and see if she'd do a fat guy logo for me.
I hate how much you like her now. I don't know why.
I just realized it's like I said, that last gag was so I just held him up.
Yeah, I could see that. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's funny.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah, it's sorry, that threw me off for a second there. Yeah, so anyway, design our logo. Let me know. Send it in ericandgord.com or Facebook or Instagram, or the new way, you can send it to the Eric and Gord Pinterest page. Because that's a thing now.
You have a Pinterest page? I don't even know what Pinterest is.
We have a Pinterest page.
No, you do. I don't even have. That's like saying we have a Twitter page. No, you do.
Yeah, I don't.
even have a Twitter either.
I haven't been on the Twitter page very often. I should check that out before we go tonight. But yeah, we got a brand new Pinterest page. Pinterest is like Twitter, but for lame shit. It's like pictures and recipes, and it's like a bulletin board, an online bulletin board.
I've already lost so much interest.
Holy crap! And ours is filled right up with shit.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, I just started like 5 minutes ago, and it's full of all kinds of 20 types of annoying people you should avoid. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm gonna love this.
And that's why I avoid fucking Pinterest.
It's like just people like sharing stuff that they think you'll like, kind of thing, and you do it too. You have no. It's evil. It takes over your thing. Like if you have it on your phone, it pops up all the time and shit.
Yeah, no, I just no. I barely. I mean, like I haven't posted the last thing. You know, fuck. I'm even gonna look on. Oops. What is it here? The last time I posted something on fucking Instagram was. Ooh, the fuck is that?
20 uncensored truths about annoying people. Ooh, I gotta read this. Yeah, the Instagram. You know what I don't like about the Instagram is you can't post from a laptop.
No, the last thing I posted was on January 12th, and that was my odometer thing when I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my odometer. Like I funny. Just don't use it at all. Same with Facebook. I haven't actually put an actual picture. I don't think, aside from my profile picture when I moved back, that's about the extent of it.
Well, as you guys all know, I do like to avoid the Facebook. And my Facebook is linked to my Instagram, so everything I put on Facebook ends up on Instagram. Same with Twitter. Everything I put on Facebook instantly goes to Twitter. That's for lazy
you have
people.
It all linked together, yeah. I have that too, but I have it disabled. So I still have it, but I have it disabled because I'm that pathetic.
it's for important people. You have to do this stuff, and I don't know. I got this thing through Facebook that said, "Hey, you can start a Twitter business page and promote your business." And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. So I did that. Now I got this Pinterest thing, and I don't know. I'm not going to check it and stuff, but Twitter's good for Anchor. You can get a hold of Anchor on Twitter really good. All you people bitching about how you can't get a hold of Anchor, go to Twitter. And my dream is not totally dead because it looks like Pat Mastriani and Stacey Mistison are on a road trip now across Canada. Ooh. So I might still get to meet Joey and Caitlin this year. They're in Winnipeg right now.
Amazing.
So who
have
knows?
You messaged him to say, dude, we got a podcast. We'd love to have you guys on the show.
I haven't yet. And I have messaged him quite a bit before the Degrassi thing that we didn't get to go to. But I haven't since then. So, yeah.
I really think you need to be fucking jumping all over that.
Yeah, I guess I should, because we should get them on. They're in Winnipeg now, so I guess they'll be coming our way right away. Although the voting public has fallen out of love with Mr. Trudeau, enough people appear likely to vote for him.
Yeah, which just means they're going to go fucking conservative.
Yeah,
I learned this lesson so long ago. Why is it that nobody's learned this lesson? Why do you keep going back and forth between the same two fucking problems?
I don't understand. I know that's way off topic. I just went over to Twitter to see what was going on.
That's insane. All right, we're gonna have to call it an episode. It's 2:15 in the morning, and I should go to bed.
And I'm just getting into it, so everybody stay tuned. We're gonna go through my Twitter feed for about 4 hours.
You see, folks, and that's why I'm on the show. Oh, that's really funny.
We're not going to do that. All right.
Oh, by the way,
kids.
just before we go, there's a new phenomenon going on, started where people are like spin round kicking bottle cap off,
Yes,
like
I've
a
seen
twist
it.
off cap.
Yeah.
There's some variations that are really funny. My favorite one was actually done by a company called Blade Headquarters, and it's a knife place. You can buy knives and all this other stuff and talk forums and all this shit. And they did one of one guy's holding the bottle, the other guy goes up, and he's got a switchblade. So when he puts it over, just as he clicks it, the fucking blade comes out and hits the fucking lid and spins the lid flies off. Perfect. That's it. You've won. That's it. That's done. You did it.
Yeah, there's a girl who has a really hot video podcast, who I follow because she's hot, and she did it last week, and I was all happy for her. I don't listen to her podcast; it's stupid. It's about like being positive and shit. But she's cute, and I was happy she did it.
Oh wait, I know. I'm gonna do something to ruin your night. Hang on a second. Hang on. Just trust me. This is worth it. Hang on. Trust me. This is worth it. Oops, I can spell. Okay. There's a kid. It's a kid that was like, I think he's like 8 years old, and his mother, it's a divorced family. The mother is claiming that their 8-year-old child is a transgender, and is the next year is going to be getting the child the reverse sex operation and the hormone treatments. At age 8, this child has no idea what or who they are at 8 years old. This is you projecting. It's insane. The father is losing his mind. He's trying to sue her for child abuse and that's what this is. Calling it like Stockholm syndrome, like on the wife, because it's basically she wants her child to be transgender so badly that she's willing to do this to prove a point. It's insane.
I'm going to not get into this right now. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. But you can be damn sure we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I just listened to the episode where we first talked about this, so I had some stuff I wanted to talk about anyway. So that'll be tomorrow night. We'll talk all things transgender. Or I guess if you're not in tomorrow, then Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, tonight was fun. It was good times. I hope you guys think so too. I know these ones kind of get a little dry sometimes, but I needed a break. So until next time, take care of each other.
See ya, everybody.
Kind of a bad ending.
Yeah, the video already ended, so I think that cut early.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's okay. I can. I'll mop something together.
Yeah, this is at 6 years old. Sorry, it's not 8. It's 6 years old.
That's just retarded. That's